close your eyes.
All right, collectors, thanks for joining me today. Today I'm going to show you what I've been up to for the past couple of days. I have been toy hunting, and we'll probably post that Thursday. We'll probably post a toy hunting video on Thursday. But today, I wanted to show you what I've been up to a little bit for the past several days. And of course, we're going to cut back and forth between various scenes, because putting together a custom figure, you kind of jump around, you take inspiration, you tweak things, and I try to film everything as I go, but of course I can't stop in the middle of sometimes when the inspiration hits me, because I'm very, very organic when I do these things. I'll tell you whatever you want to know in the comments below of how I did it to the best of my ability, but I don't know, I just cannot set a camera up and then go. The inspiration comes to me in spurts, right? Ooh, it needs this. Ooh, it needs that. And then I just add it as I go. So, number one, let's just start out with this. One of my favorite characters that I had growing up also happens to be one of my wife's favorite characters or group. I remember fondly watching these Christmas specials for this guy. Charlie Brown and the Peanuts Gang were my favorite. I deeply enjoyed them. I deeply enjoy all their holiday specials. They're just fun to watch. And when you're a kid, I used to I knew that Christmas was right around the corner with all the treats and everything when I started to see the Charlie Brown specials, right? Thanksgiving was right around the corner. Halloween was right around the corner. And then the Golden Christmas was up next. So anyways, I took inspiration. I really like this this character, right? But then I saw, and not gonna lie, I saw this particular rendering of the character online, and it blew my mind. I had never actually thought to think of Charlie Brown in this way. And this is just a reimagining of the character, right? What if we took this particular character and dropped him into this scenario, right? What would he look like? Wow, my brain exploded with possibilities, right? And then I kind of shelved it away in the back of my mind. I was like, you know what? This looks great. Maybe I'll do it someday, right? And then eventually a few, maybe 6 months, 7 months, maybe a year later, I don't know how old that picture is, I saw all those bazookas. And later on, I'll talk about that as well. But I want you to know that the bazooka was the base body. I got Duke's backpack. I'll put a picture of the backpack here that I used. I went and got some of the equipment from Hobby Lobby, or some of the sports equipment. We'll take a look at all that in a minute. I used Xavier's head, but here's the thing, I had to adjust it, or I had to free sculpt on it, because Xavier has some powerful eyebrows, so much so that they sculpted them into the freaking head. But anyways, so Bazooka's base body, Duke's backpack, Xavier's head, and then a lot of green stuff. Well, not a lot of green stuff, some green stuff. Anyways, let's go to the next part of the video that I shot when I was just starting out with it. All right, guys. Well, if you're wondering what have I been doing for the past few days on customs, well, customs take a while and they take inspiration. And when I first saw the bazookas out there, I was like, you know what? I bet I could do something Charlie Brownish with him, because it took me back. He just, you know, the football outfit, just, I was like, and the, you know, kind of a, you know, helmet on his head. And I was like, wait a minute, that's kind of Charlie Brownish. So anyways, here's the beginning stages of it. I've taken off all of Bazooka's coloring that was on there. I've started to paint in some acrylic colors on there. Now, one of the most important things for me is that an action figure remains actiony after I customize it. What I don't want to do is, and I've seen this, I don't know, it's not really a mistake. Some guys do it and it looks beautiful. So, some guys do it and it looks fantastic. The only problem is, if you color a whole figure with acrylics and then seal it, good. That'll protect it from some wear and tear. The problem is, it won't protect it from all the action wear and tear. And essentially what you've created is, if you've got paint, acrylic paint, that's not this kind of paint. I've even seen some of the paint that, you know, is supposed to be on here wear off. It's much easier for this acrylic stuff to wear off. And so I didn't want to color his whole shirt yellow. I didn't want to, you know, do so I did a variation of it, right? What would it look like inspired by, right? So, and I on purpose kept away from some of these joints where a lot of the wear and tear is going to be. Because to me, again, an action figure should action. And I don't want to create a beautiful work of art that once was an action figure and is now a little baby statue. Like I said, some of these guys out there will do a beautiful custom figure, but now you've got a statue. Because if you move it or action it around too much, that acrylic is going to rub right off and it's going to look like trash. So that's one of the things that I always try to do. And again, you know, customs, I'm not taking away from what they do. I just don't want to move in that direction. I want to make sure it's as actiony as possible. Anyways, I've said enough about that. That is Xavier's head that I've kind of customized, painted, sculpted a little bit. This is Xavier's head. So there you go. And then, of course, this is Bazooka's body, taking off all the extra stuff off of him. We're going to give him a backpack. We're going to give him some weapons. We're going to give him his football. I just have to create the football. That's why I was out there at Hobby Lobby trying to find a football. Of course, he does play baseball, he plays baseball. So we're going to, that's why I bought that other equipment, right? So we got to give him a baseball. We got to give him a baseball glove. We got to give him a football, and then we got to give him some war stuff, right? You know, his weapon, you know, we got to give him a pooch or a little doggo. So I'm looking forward to that. I've already got some ideas on it. Sorry it's taken a while, but you know, these are involved. These require inspiration. But gosh, these are so fun to do. Half the reason why I do doubles and triples and quadruples of action figures is for this. I love customizing. Love it. All right, guys, let's keep going and see where we get to. And here we are with the finished product or finished custom. I really, really enjoyed putting this guy together. You know, I already told you what I used for the base body and stuff. Let's go through it thoroughly. Everybody knows that this is timber, but you know, we wanted to make sure that here's what I was going to call these guys. This is Chuck B. This is Chuck B. And this is Snoop B. So Chuck and Snoop B, I guess, I don't know, or Chuck B and Snoop B. So here's Timber. I painted his ears a little bit, painted his back a little bit there, looking, you know, just so he looks like Snoopy. Of course, if you guys know, Snoopy's, you know, number one, you know, characteristics, black nose, 2 black ears, and a spot on his back. Look it up. He has a spot on his back, a black one. And he's a white dog. But in this case, I wanted it to be, you know, a little more dangerous, right? He's an apocalyptic kind of, you know, Snoopy. So that's what I did there. Now, let's go over the character. So the character, again, I took out all of the coloring that was originally here. This weapon is from Valaverse. I also took, the two, he basically has the kind of magazines that are kind of wrapped around, so he doesn't have to go reach for another magazine. I kind of made it to where they're kind of wrapped around each other, where he just has to eject one, flip it around, and then push the other one in, and he's got another, I don't know, 20, 30 rounds in there, ready to go to town on you. This sling is a sling I got off of eBay. I decided to use one of the good ones. I wanted him to look extra nice, so he looks great there with that sling. This weapon is from Gridiron, this sidearm, and this is a, as you guys have seen me before, I'm not reusing it. I made this one again. So I'd used one of these before on another custom, but this is elastic from an old used, what do they call it? COVID mask. So I just, super glued it to the back of this, and now he's got a sidearm. So I believe it's a 9mm, this is a 1911. Yeah, there you go. I think it's a 1911. Anyways, so fits back in there perfectly. Now on the back, I really had some fun with it, right? So, oops, it's kind of falling off there. But anyways, on the back, I had a lot of fun. These two items came from Hobby Lobby, yes. So did this little baseball here. Duke's backpack. I painted it up a little bit, gave it some more, texture and coloring. And this football, though, completely made from scratch, painted and made from scratch. I could not find a football out there for 1/12 scale, and I wasn't about to go pay $12 for somebody or $20 for somebody to go make it. I just couldn't do it. So I was like, all right, you know what? I can make a football. I'm just going to make a football. So anyways, guys, I don't know. You know what? Now that I've started down this path with making the Peanut Gang, I wonder, do I continue along this path? Do I go, oh, not only this though, but look what I also did for him. Hold on. I don't want him to fall. Why aren't you standing up? Snoop B. I also painted his other head so that we, when he gets upset, boom, just paint him up a little bit and then give him his other head. So, now that I've started down this road, do we do the rest of the Peanuts gang? I'm kind of thinking that would be a great little squad. Again, I think I mentioned it a little bit earlier. It's easy because all of this stuff is outside of where most of the wear and tear is going to happen. I don't have to worry too much about the paint getting lost in it. So I'm glad about that. And yeah. Again, I always want an action figure. I want a figure that's going to action. I don't want a statue. If I wanted a statue, I would have started buying those, McFarlane things and had a figure, so we can have some figures, and then I would have sold you all. I would have sold you some digital figures, So, anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think. I happen to really like it, and ultimately that's what matters, right? Are you happy with the custom that you've put together? I'm gonna go grab some more hands, and you know what's next? I always shoot the talk through part before I shoot the action part. So you're gonna be seeing the action part next. Or the action part, you've already seen that part. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Thank you so much for being patient while I did this for y'all, or did this for me, really. I didn't do this for y'all. This is fun. I'm just sharing it with y'all. Maybe give you guys some inspiration. And, just understand, with a little bit of patience and a little bit of imagination, this is what you could do. Now, my question to you is, do I continue along this path? Do I stop? Do I, maybe make another character, pull some inspiration from somewhere? Guys, let me know. I may continue, I may not. I don't know. Depends on how it strikes me. But guys, if I've entertained you, if I've amused you, if I've informed you, if I've inspired you, don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. We're having fun together here with all these customs and inspirations, and I love getting ideas from you guys. It's really great. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much for being a part of the journey. And as always, as long as you guys keep watching, I'll keep rolling these out.